Stoic wisdom for stressful times. In a world spinning with deadlines, doubts, and distractions, how do you stay calm when everything feels out of control? Stoic wisdom for stressful times draws from the timeless insights of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus to show you the inner strength you already carry. This isn't about escaping stress, it's about rising above it. Stay with us. Your calm begins here.
One of Stoicism's core insights is startlingly simple and empowering. It is not events that upset us, but our judgments about those events. Epictetus taught his students that our impressions of difficulties, our knee-jerk fears and anxieties, are natural and automatic, but what happens next is up to us. We may not control the first flash of panic or worry, but we can control how we respond. As modern psychologists have validated, stress is essentially a product of perception. The Stoics knew this ages ago. Man is not worried by real problems so much as by his imagined anxieties about real problems, Epictetus observed. Marcus Aurelius, an emperor beset by wars, plagues, and personal tragedies, wrote to himself in his private journal, "Today I escaped anxiety, or no, I discarded it, because it was within me, in my perceptions, not outside." His power lay in recognizing that anxiety was his own doing, a result of internal beliefs. This Stoic strategy of examining and training our perceptions is a timeless antidote to modern stress. When deadlines loom or global news overwhelms us, we can pause and remind ourselves that the chaos out there doesn't directly control our feelings, our mind does. By shifting perspective, we reclaim our calm. As Seneca said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Practically, Stoicism arms us with techniques to manage anxiety and stress before they spiral. One such tool is the dichotomy of control. To identify and separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself which are externals not under my control, and which have to do with the choices I actually control. By listing out what we truly can influence versus what we cannot, we unburden ourselves of futile worries. Modern therapists echo this. When we stop wasting energy on the uncontrollable, we free up focus to address what is in our power, and suddenly life feels less overwhelming. For example, if you're anxious about a project at work, ask, "Have I done my best planning and effort? Could I seek help or communicate my needs?" Taking action on the controllables often dissolves stress, whereas endless stewing on what-ifs only magnifies it. Another Stoic practice is Premeditatio malorum, or premeditation of evils. This means calmly imagining what could go wrong. A Stoic calmly asks, "What's the worst that could realistically happen here?" and then plans a response. By doing this, we often find the worst-case scenario isn't as nightmarish as our anxiety makes it out to be. We replace vague dread with concrete understanding and contingency plans. Seneca suggested that nothing happens to the wise man against his expectation. A modern professional might use this approach before a high-stakes presentation. Consider that the projector might fail, so have printouts ready. Rather than amplifying worry, this exercise instills confidence. You're not courting disaster. You're reducing its terror by dragging it into the light of reason. Equally important is the Stoic emphasis on acceptance of what does happen. Epictetus advised, "Don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do." The Stoics were not passive, they strove to change things for the better. But when something was unchangeable, they counseled acceptance rather than rage or despair. If a sudden rain ruins your outdoor plans, the Stoic response might be, so the universe had other plans, let's adapt and enjoy what we can. Modern educators and therapists have found these ancient techniques remarkably effective against anxiety. In fact, cognitive behavioral therapy was heavily influenced by Stoic thinking. When facing our frantic workdays or an uncertain global landscape, Stoicism equips us to remain calm, centered, and effective, the eye of the storm. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Be the rock that the waves crash over and eventually lie still around. The waves of stress will come, but grounded in Stoic wisdom, we stand firm."
If this video touched your heart, subscribe. It's inspired by the timeless wisdom in the 7-book Rumi collection by Dr. Farid Mostaman. Whether you seek healing, love, clarity, or growth, these teachings will guide you inward to the truth of who you are.